How you guys doing? This is Johnny back here at MyMixEngineer.com, and today I'm going to do a tutorial about creating a template. I've gotten this question several times and I have ignored it, and I am not going to ignore it anymore, you guys. This is for you guys who've been asking me to do a tutorial about creating a template in Pro Tools. So the people who was asking me were basically rappers, so this is going to be focused on you rappers, but it can, the same principle, the same techniques, or whatever what I'm doing, it applies to all genres from hip hop to R&B, jazz. If you're going to do this at home, the setup is basically the same. So let's start it off. I got Pro Tools 10 opened up right here, and I'm going to start off with a blank session, whatever sample rate you like to use. Bit rate, I usually use 24. You can use whatever you like. I suggest 24 or 32 float if your system can can clock it. What are we gonna do? Have my IO set up to stereo mix just for the time being, and let's go, and let's name this JB Temp. Alright, so now we're gonna open up a audio track, and again that was Shift Command N for you Mac users. PC, I'm not sure what the shortcut is, but I show you guys to create a new track, new, and the same thing. I'm gonna start off. Usually rap they have their main lead. They probably have like a support line, maybe two support lines, and an ad-lib track. So that's 4 tracks. So let's go 4, and make sure they mono, audio, samples, and voila. Let's make sure you name these. Most important, please name them. Let's go lead vocal, LV, support 1, support 2, ad-lib, alright, and I usually color coordinate everything, so my main would be red, my supports maybe let's just go down in color, and have my ad-libs, I usually make those like purplish. Alright, so now that we have that, let's go to making our hook. So of course you're gonna need your hooks, and majority of the time people like to stack their hooks in hip hop, and I usually have my clients stack them, or whoever I'm recording, I usually have them stack them at least 3 times tops. So we have 3, and I make those like go, and we got a hook 1, 2, and I tend to put those on top. And where will be next? Gosh. Alright, so then from there we will go to creating like our buses. I will usually send all my vocals to a new bus. And in Pro Tools 9 and 10, well, in Pro Tools 9 and 10, if I'm not mistaken, if you can do this in 8, but you can hold down Shift Alt and click right here, click on the output, and create a new track. Alright, so in that case, I'm not going to do that for right now. I'm going to do new track, and I'm going to make this an auxiliary, stereo auxiliary, and create that, and I'm gonna name this Vox, and I'm gonna make the input bus 1 and 2, and I'm also gonna name this Vox. So I'm gonna go up here, highlight the top track, hold down shift and alt, click on the output track. Voila. As you can see, all the vocals tracks are sent to here, and I'm solo safe this one, which is if I'm not mistaken, is command. Hold down command and click on the solo. So the solo safe, so that don't matter, is everything's gonna play through there regardless. Even if you solo this, it's still gonna play, because without it, you're not gonna hear anything. So again, make sure you solo safe your bus, and I'm gonna color this bus like red. I like to make those red. What else I would like? Say for instance, you have your beat or your 2-track, or even if you track it out, you have a track out beat, you can send all your music. I like to make another bus for that. For my music, make sure it's auxiliary, solo, stereo, sample. I'm also gonna color this one red. I'm just gonna name this music. Enter, input, bus 2 and 3. Then after that, I would like to have, I usually go with like a sub mix. I usually name it something different, like money, or you can name it a sub mix. Basically, everything is gonna go through this last track. So from here, it's gonna go here. I don't really create a master bus. Most people just go here and click master bus. I really don't use it, because if you have a master bus, when you move that fader on the master bus, it's like before all your plugins, all your inserts that you have on there. So it'll affect any compression, EQ, anything. It'll affect it. So I usually use a regular auxiliary bus, and go to auxiliary bus. I'll make this stereo, and I'll name this sub mix. And what I'm gonna do with this Vox and this music bus, I'm gonna send this to, hold on, make sure I do this. Create a bus for this here. Make sure I name this one. Kind of backtracking, you guys. Music. It's always important to be organized so you know where you're going. And I'm gonna make this one 4, 4, 5, right? 5 and 6. Mix. And now I'm gonna send the Vox and the music bus to my sub mix. Voila. Make sure I solo safe everything. That's command click. Voila. So now everything is gonna be, if I record a track up here, it's gonna play through these vocal tracks. Are gonna play through the vocals, and from the vocal into my solo sub mix. And the same thing with my music. If you import a music track, you import it, set it wherever you want to set it, and make sure you send it to your music track. Make sure you do all this. Make sure you label this, and from there, effect wise, let's make this a color as well. All right, effects. Let's do this. New effects. Usually, I tend to like to use halls, plates, chambers. That's on my reverb side. So that's 3. And along with that, stereo auxiliary. Delays, I would like to have quarter, eighth, 16th, and a ping pong. So that's 4. I also like to have a room reverb as well. So that's 8 all in total. So we're gonna make this one. Let's go with Hall. You can also just click next because I'm going down the line. Room, plate, chamber, 1/4, 8, 16. Ping pong. All right. So let's also. So now that I have those, let's. Oh, I also forgot. I also have a. I meant to put this, guys. Hey, I need to make another bus for my effects. I sent all my effects to their own bus as well, just because I want to just take them out, just hear where my mix sound dry without those effects like reverbs and delays. Stereo auxiliary. We'll find an input 7 and 8. Name it. Put the output bus to submix. Solo safe it. And make sure you solo safe all of these as well. All your effects. And okay, so now that I have that routed out how I like it, yes, okay. So from there, Hall effects, I like to use the Oxford reverb. I got this preset from Fab. You can find him at puremix.net if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, puremix.net. Find him all over YouTube. He's a great, very, very great mixing engineer, recording producer, cook, chef. He does it all. Let's go with this Hall. So if you want to take this setting down, just screenshot this right quick. I'm gonna switch it over so you can get both sides if you have this plugin. All right. And for my room, it's also his as well. I can just drag it down. How I did that was I held down Option, dragged, Option, drag. That's all I did. And it just copied it, same thing. But I want to make this one the office. I like this tone. I use the office for my room. Plate, I like lexicons. I'm a big fan of these lexicons. Let's go with plate. I like the vintage plate start off, and I usually start it off with 2 dark. Chambers I actually like to use for my chamber. Well, which one is that? Where are you? Reverb. Oh, no. Sorry about that, you guys. It's actually lexicon as well. I just thought about it. That lexicon chamber. And I usually start on a small chamber. And I think it was 3 I like light. Delays. I am a sound toy fanatic, you guys. And sound toy is called Echo Boy. I just love this. And so let's make it set to my 10. Make sure it's set to, make sure you guys, whenever you're doing this, make sure you get the tempo of the beat, so that like plugins like this, like your reverb and your delays, they have like this, it automatically sets the tempo inside the plugin as well. So make sure you, whatever your session tempo is, it's the same tempo your plugin is gonna have. You can also take it off, whatever. So let's go with make sure it's all the way wet. I like to add a little saturation to it and do a little high cut just for the start off. All right, and I'm gonna option drag. Same thing for my 8 delay. And for my 16th delay. And for my ping pong, I like to use boom. Let's see, where are you? I actually like Manny Mariquin's. He has a delay. I actually like to use his because you can do so much within this plugin. You can add reverb, distortion, doubler, phaser, wet, dry. You got your high pass, your low pass, everything you can think of is right here. And I'm gonna take this link off. Make sure it's on the host. And I like to have probably like I'm gonna start off with 4th and 8th. Take a little of the highs off and the lows as well. Start off. Sometimes I have it with a 4th and 8th, or I maybe have like a 8th and a 16th. You know, it's whatever you guys like to have. So make sure I have that. And now that I put these plugins on there, now we'll go from, I'm gonna make sure highlight all these, make sure they route it right. The shift option, click, and I'm gonna send it to effects. So now all of my effects are routed to my effect bus here, and all my vox, all my vocals, my music, and my effects are sent to my submix, which is right here, and it's going out. This is a quick template, and if you guys want it, you know, hit me up. I'll send you what I got right here. Just shoot me an email stating that you would like to have this template from this video, and I don't have no problem sending it to you guys. What else I like to talk about? I'm kind of getting sidetracked. Oh yeah, okay. On my as my submix or master bus, I like this plugin. It's called AB, if I'm not mistaken. No. Sample Magic AB. I like to use this because I know you guys heard of referencing your mix to like standard music, what's already out there. I like to use this Magic AB because I can load up a track. Say for instance, I can go to my let's go to here, music, go to my iTunes music, And let's go with somebody mix that I really love that's out right now. Where is it? Here she go. Not on the rap side, but I just love the way that her vocals sound. Janae Aki. I never can pronounce her name right. If I ever meet her, she might curse me out. And you can sit here and you can basically play her song. It'll play, but it's playing right now. Hold on, let me stop this. You can reference your mixes using this plugin. I like to use this to reference. I just pick like a bunch of songs that I actually like. That's go accordingly to what I'm working on. If it's a rap song, I might just go out and get maybe go get like a Yo Gotti. I like Yo Gotti vocals. I like Young Jeezy vocals on some tracks. I like Rick Ross. Man, I love Rick Ross vocals. And shout out to his engineer. I love his vocals. They always sound like on point. All right. And from there, I would like to go to summing and a summing bus. I like to use this just to give it that console emulation harmonic sound. I can give it a little drive and everything. This is the NLS bus, and it's a summing bus, and it's by Waves. And from there, I would like to use SSL. And with this one, it's a preset I actually started off of. I'm not a super preset guy, but this preset was like great. Load. Here we go. This is like my go-to. And I actually mix into this. For imaging wise, to give it a little spread, I usually use, I don't like the S1 that much on my master bus. It would be here, Matthew Lane, Dr. MS. Actually use this as a great plugin. You can do your size, you have focus, field. You guys got to get in and play around with it to your taste. That's what I use to actually kind of spread my mix open a little. And what else I like to have on here? Oh, okay. And Jason Joshua we talked about this one time on Dave Pensado about how he liked to take his mids and kind of spread them a little. And he said he used this often, and I actually tried it a couple times and I loved it, you guys. I just loved it. So I used to take my mids and I might take it up to like 3K. That's good enough. Spread it just a tad bit. I'm like, what this 14.1%. And there you go, you guys. That's basically it. And I actually mix into that. That's what I mix into. So I know you probably like, won't this mess up anything? No, this will not do anything to your mix. This is just like there. I always put it before because I can turn these plugins off and listen to it. My mix before and after I put it through my bus compressor, but I like to listen to it after I hit my compression and everything. So yeah, there you go, you guys. If you want to know like my favorite vocal lead compressor, I would say it would be, let's go to, where are you? Soft tube. That is my go-to vocal, especially with hip hop. That's my go-to. I know a lot of people tend to lead to like the 1176. This is what I lean to. I lean to the Tube Tech CL1B. My go-to. EQ wise, it doesn't really matter. It depends on what I'm looking for. I can go with the standard, or I can go with some. I like the filter banks from Mac DSP. I also love the Fab filter, and you can just make your own. You can do whatever you want to do on this one. I love this one, and also that it's a plus that you can actually listen to the frequency that you messing with, that you doing your surgery on. That's about it, you guys. So, and after I've done this, I'll save this template. Let's save it as JB template and in JB templates. I got some templates already, you guys. All right. Yeah, template. Bam. And there it is. So now I can close this. Let's say I'm open up a new session, new. Voila, there it is. JB template. And I really do. I don't have to save this. Well, I'm gonna save it just for the and voila, there we go. And everything's how it is. There you go, guys. So hope you learned something. If you have any questions, shoot me an email, write a comment. Make sure you subscribe, like, and subscribe. Share it on Google Plus, Facebook, Twitter. Shoot it out there, Help one reach one. All right, you guys, I'm out of here. Well, I'm not out. I'm still here, but